Hello, happy
Oh, jeez.
Tuesday, and
Wow.
welcome back to another compelling episode of Relative Truths. I am host B, Tom. He is host A, Vince. How you doing today?
Greetings. Doing well. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Just all right? That's good.
I'm all right.
Oh, God, please. No Kenny Loggins.
Dude, Kenny Loggins is the man.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't care either.
Kenny Loggins is.
Kenny Loggins is awesome. Yes. You, sure. Keep
Listen,
believing it.
listen, pop in Kenny Loggins' greatest hits, and it'll take you on this joyride through your favorite 80s movies.
That's true. Probably would. Probably would. 80s movies were, well,
And
they
then
were
he
80s
it,
movies.
and then he gets to some weird shit where he covers like Winnie the Pooh.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's kind of bizarre.
Yeah, it's weird. So
80s movies. Breakfast Club. Good movie.
Breakfast Club is a great movie.
You know what movie I thought I really, really enjoyed that nobody really knows about?
What's that?
I love this movie, The Pope of Greenwich Village.
The what?
The Pope of Greenwich Village with Mickey Rourke and what's his name? Roberts. Um, Julia's brother.
Oh,
What's his first name?
Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts and Mickey Rourke.
How can I
Great.
not, dude? I'm watching Suits again, and there. Did you ever watch Suits?
I love Suits.
Eric Roberts was in a handful of episodes, and I actually
Yeah.
just watched 2 of them last night. How could I
Yeah. Yeah.
brain fart on his
I'm
name?
in the same spot in Suits. Same spot where Forstner. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was a good actor. But if you ever can find it,
What's it
watch
called?
the Pope of
Pope
Greenwich
of Greenwich
Village.
Village. All right, hold on. I
Mickey
will tell
Rourke
us
and Eric
right now.
Roberts.
The oh, it
Greenwich.
is currently streaming on Prime Video.
There you go. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. That and Thief,
They look young, dude.
right? Yeah, I know. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Look at Mickey Rourke. Oh my
I know.
God. Jesus.
You remember when he disappeared and he came back and his face looked like it went through a blender?
Oh, yeah, it did. Jeez, dude. Yeah, it's bizarre. Mhm.
Then his career had rebounded when he did The Wrestler.
Yeah, that was a good movie. It was a good movie. Yeah, he
You know
had
what
some
movies
issues.
I were like criminally underrated for what they were?
The Heat with,
The Expendables movies.
yeah, they were good. They were actually good movies.
Great.
I do enjoy those. And did you ever see The Heat with, Sandra Bullock and, oh, what's her name? Melissa McCarthy?
No.
Oh, gee, dude,
Wasn't that
you
like
got
a chick buddy cop movie or something?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
hilarious. You gotta watch that movie.
I don't find her funny, man.
Who?
Melissa McCarthy.
No, you'll like her in this movie. She plays
Yeah.
a hardened detective, and
She's the hard nose and Sandra Bullock is
oh,
the goofy
yep,
one?
yep,
Alright.
yep. It's freaking hilarious, dude. It
Remember,
is.
remember Dragnet with Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks?
Yeah, didn't like
That
it.
was a great one. Oh, it's
No, I didn't like it. Didn't like it. Thief with James Caan was a great movie. Uh,
so 80s movies,
yeah, 80s. Is that what we're talking about?
surprisingly
Awesome.
problematic and rapey.
Rapey?
Yeah.
Grapey.
Grapey, sorry.
Yeah.
We watched, Can't Buy Me Love the other night. And, oof,
Well,
could
yeah,
not
it's all
could not
pervy.
make that movie today.
It's none of the '80s stuff you could do today. It's no. Shows, TV shows, nothing like that, and, yeah, it's a shame. It's bugging me.
So I actually I wanted to talk about a movie today specifically.
Um, a movie, okay, which
So
movie?
I was it's not even out yet. I'll get to that.
Oh, well,
So
that makes it easy.
I'm scrolling through Facebook today. Facebook is usually pretty strict about what it shows.
Right,
Like it's there's very strict rules about like, nudity and sexual content and stuff like that. And
right.
so I'm scrolling through and all of a sudden this video starts playing and it says, stay tuned for the R-rated trailer for the new Eli Roth film. So it's called The Ice Cream Man.
Oh my
And
god, dude, yes.
did you see the uncensored trailer for that?
I didn't see the uncensored, but the ones I did see were they're playing tetherball with a head?
Dude.
What the fuck?
So yeah, so this trailer plays and I'm just it's like a train wreck. Like I can't look away from it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it is.
it's the full uncensored Red Band trailer. And after it's done playing, it actually comes up with a disclaimer that says like certain scenes will not be rated or something like that. So they're going for like a hard R or an NC-17, maybe an X. I don't know.
Hard R. That's my favorite word when you talk about Dan Bongino. Go ahead.
You actually didn't mention him at all
I
on
know, last
Friday.
week,
That's
last
amazing.
Friday.
That's amazing. I'm
It is
proud of you,
ama
man. I'm
I'm
proud
gonna
of you.
have to
It's
make
growth.
it I'm gonna have to make it up this today.
So here's the thing. So you saw the tame trailer. I saw the not so tame trailer. And I noticed something. Couldn't help but notice it.
God.
Like 90% of the cast is little kids. Like kids
Yeah,
12 and under, right?
yeah.
And we're okay. Parents are okay with their kids being in this.
I know.
It's insane to me.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What would Angela do if she had to cast a movie like this with kids?
I don't think she would do it.
Yeah, it's pretty, because watching a lot of these, I've been watching a lot of faith-based content. So, Sean Ryan, uh, has a lot of, priests and, you know, Christian scholars and stuff like that on. Demons can come through movies, so that's why I would never watch this Candide or Ice Cream Man movie or any horror movie anymore, but, what the hell kinda demons are making this movie,
Yeah.
you know?
I
I mean,
growing up I was real into horror movies.
yeah,
And
everybody was.
yeah,
I
so
was too.
I was getting to that age at a weird time. I didn't see the first movie in like any of these, big horror franchises. Like the first Nightmare on Elm Street I saw was the second one. The first Friday the 13th I saw, I think, was the third one. The first Texas Chainsaw Massacre was the second one.
Wow.
Um, but like I was obsessed with all of these horror movies, man. And I remember for years, like not every night, but randomly, I would have these horrific nightmares.
Yeah.
And you wake up and you're like, what the shit
So
just happened?
but see,
And
now
I eventually stopped watching them, and it wasn't because of the nightmares. It was because of the fact that I didn't like the way horror movies were going, and I liked horror movies that were like genuinely like scary. You would get jump scares, and even if they're a little corny, because the Nightmare on Elm Street stuff got like a little corny, but
yeah,
but
dude.
like all these horror movies that are coming out now, they're just torture porn, and like I'm not interested in that.
So
So I stopped watching them, and then stopped having the nightmares. I'm like, "Huh, weird."
So when you were watching all these horror movies, let me ask you a question. Did it coincide with down times in your life?
I don't know because I mean it was pretty much so like the first horror movie I ever saw, it was the first R-rated movie I ever saw. It was Children of the Corn, and it was the night that it premiered on HBO, and I was like 7 years old.
Yeah, that wasn't horrible. I mean, that was
For a
okay.
7-year-old?
For a 7-year-old, you probably shouldn't be watching it, no.
Yeah. Um, and after that, I was obsessed, man. And I started reading like Stephen King novels when I was real young, so
See that
I
see,
was
that's
all
a
into the horror thing.
so
Um,
what do you think about someone like Stephen King, okay? So let's go through this. He's written they're not all horror like it is. It's considered horror. And I read that book, and that book, you think the movies are bad, read the freaking book. It's over 1,000 pages, um, or 900 some pages, but that the book scared the piss out of me. That's the only book that really, like, shook me, you know? And then, but then you had other, like, they're not horror, like Misery wasn't a horror, it was
I mean, it
just a
was.
s it kinda was. Thinner wasn't, eh, not yeah, I guess they are horror, Carrie.
They are.
Yeah.
They're
So
just. I mean, they're.
what kind of person writes these? Are they possessed? Are they demonic? Or they just have mental issues? Because some
Yeah,
of
I
this
don't
shit
know,
is
man.
crazy. I
I don't know.
mean, you know, you can't Stephen King can't get up on stage and go, "I'm a devout Christian." No, you're not, dude. No. There's no way
Yeah,
you could come up with this shit if you were,
no.
a devout Christian. So, I that's so
Yeah, and his stuff always has to seems to have this like weird sexual something in it,
yeah, I mean, because
and
they're
it's
all demonic shit.
yeah.
It I don't know, but I stay away from that stuff now. It, you it's crazy. I told you about, Father Chad
Yeah,
Rippiger,
yeah. I
that
haven't
they
watched it yet.
they can curse the masters of these movies. So that they curse the masters of these movies. So every copy of that movie is cursed. So every screen it goes on is cursed. So it when like, let's say they make a movie and it's gonna offend God. It doesn't offend God one time. It offends God every time it's played,
Yeah.
through every cursed copy, through every, so it's crazy to think about what they
But
can
yeah,
do.
I don't watch horror movies anymore. Every now and then one comes out that kinda catches my eye, and then I just catch myself before I go. The last 2 horror movies that I saw were, It, the film
I
version of
watched
It.
that part 1 and 2. I had to watch that
And
because I read the book and I wanted to see.
well, yeah, and then and you remember the miniseries on TV with Tim Curry.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to see how it like, that was one of those books that I read probably 3 or 4 times, and I always wanted to see, like, a
Did you
good
really? That
film
was dude,
adaptation of it.
that was a crazy book. Phew! That was crazy. That and The Stand. Did you ever read The Stand?
Couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's quite the psychotic imagination.
The Stand was one of his few books that I've read anyway that I probably wouldn't put into the horror category.
No, it wasn't horror at all.
I don't
It
even know
was
what you would put that in. Maybe,
it's
I don't
more
know,
like
like
it
dystopian fantasy?
yeah, it's more in the thing like Mad Max type of stuff where it's a
Yeah,
futuristic kinda dystopian, yeah, dystopian
yeah. I mean, at
movie.
the end of the day, The Stand is just all about, like, the ultimate war between good and evil.
Right, which is
you
going
know?
on now,
Yeah.
I think. I
Um,
think. I don't know. I may be wrong, but I think it's going on now.
but yeah, I've read a lot of his books over the years, and I pretty much won't anymore.
You kinda almost feel bad for someone like that because do they even realize how effed up they are or how demonic they are, you know?
Yeah, it's
It's pretty sad, but, you know, he made his money off of it. I guess it's all that matters to those people.
yeah.
Your, your temporary, riches here.
But I still like, what kind of parent is okay with their kid being in this freaking Ice Cream Man movie? I don't know if your version of the trailer had the whole scene, but there's literally a scene where all these kids are surrounding this guy and they cut the top of his head off and they scoop part of his brain out with an ice cream scoop, put it in a cone, and feed it to the guy.
The fuck?
Yeah. And like I know a lot of it's probably done with CGI, but
CGI,
some of it's
yeah.
got to be practical effects. Like there's no way
Money.
you could make this movie with this many kids and they don't see a bunch of this stuff.
Money. The parents it's money, you know? "Hey, we're gonna give your kid they're gonna shoot for 2, 3 days, you're gonna make $5,000." "Oh, okay. Sure. No problem." "Well, it's a horror movie." "I don't care. He won't remember it," or, a lot of it's CGI or, okay,
Yeah.
these parents see dollar signs, and that's the lure of Hollywood is money.
Serious question for you. We don't
Sure.
really care in this country about violence and, we're caring less and less about profanity. Why are we still so hung up on sex?
Well, when you're talking about sex, you're talking about, like, nudity, topless beaches, stuff like that?
Yeah,
The
well, it
bod
just
the
just in
body?
general. Yeah. Like you talk about movies, you
Because,
talk about TV shows and,
uh, because
you know,
for some reason in America, that was created as a dirty thing, evil thing, bad thing. So, I don't I a and I don't know where that came from, but maybe the Puritans, colonial times, I don't know. But
I'm not saying I disagree with it. I'm just wondering why we can take the violence and we're like, okay, you can show kids, movies of people being blown up and shot and dismembered, but don't show them a boob.
yeah, I don't know because, I mean, like, they have those on regular TV over in everywhere else in Europe and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
I don't know why everything is so censored here. Read that book, Hollywood Babylon. I know that in the early Hollywood culture, they had to, because there was a lot of gays and things like that in Hollywood that they were trying to cover up with affairs and just all this crazy sex stuff that came over from the I can't say, you know what they have in churches, pews, rhymes with that. And, so they had this uh morality, uh, what do you call him, king or morality guru that would go around and, make sure everything was clean and wholesome and not too much debauchery for, the
No.
1940s and 30s and stuff like that. So it started there with the modesty and the in that and I mean Hollywood was a precursor to television and radio, so I guess that's where it came from. I don't know. It the the 50s, kids grew up as prudes, is what they were called then. So I don't
So
know.
here's a ridiculous rabbit trail that I wish I'd never gone down.
Oh no, no, go ahead.
Do you have any idea how many movies have been made that include underage nudity in them?
A lot.
A ludicrous amount.
Yeah.
And do you know that it's still legal today
Mm-hmm.
as long as it's presented in a non-sexual manner?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's insane to me.
No, that's not. Think about it. What's Hollywood run by?
I know,
Mm-hmm.
but it's insane to me.
Yeah. Well, it's disgusting. I mean, they're trying to normalize it now. You know, they're minor attracted people now, so
Do you
they're not
remember
pedos.
American Beauty? Kevin Spacey?
Yeah.
Remember the scene with his daughter when
Mm-hmm.
she flashes the guy across the way? You know, she was only 17 when she made that.
See, that's not right.
It's crazy.
That's not right.
And
Wow.
you've got millions of people flocking to the theaters to see a 17-year-old boobs.
Uh, well, it sold tickets, I guess. That's what
Yeah,
matters.
yeah.
That's what matters. Well, where's Kevin Spacey now? You're
Haven't
crunching the
seen him forever.
shit out of that fucking ice, dude.
Sorry, man. I'll stop.
Kevin Spacey's been canceled because he was caught, you know, he was caught,
Yeah,
doing inappropriate things.
any charges against him were dropped though,
Yeah, but he admitted it.
which is weird.
Yeah, well, it's I don't want to say it's Democratic judges or anything that has to do with it in Hollywood. You know, they all cover each other, whatever. But he admitted it. But so he's been canceled, so he'll never act again. But
No, he will. He'll have, if he doesn't
doubt it.
die. If he doesn't die, he'll have a comeback at some point.
It's just the tip of the iceberg, though. In Hollywood, the essays and the pedos are rampant in Hollywood. Still, even with Harvey Weinstein in jail and Danny Masterson in jail and all these people accused of stuff, it's it's still going on. People, they have that they won't catch me type of attitude. And I don't know. It's just a dirty, dirty, dirty business.
Yeah.
It's a shame because it's so entertaining. I feel guilty sometimes watching shows and watching some of these movies. I can't watch Drake and Josh the same anymore because I know Mila likes to watch it, but I can't watch the same after watching that documentary on Netflix about it
Yeah.
or HBO or whatever it was. That poor dude, Drake. Oh, Jesus Christ. And that guy's still working. He is still working. That guy.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah. He got a slap on the wrist and then still working with kids. Yeah. Yeah. So, wow, man, we ended last week's show on a down note and we started this week's show on a down note.
I didn't mean it to go this down. You gotta turn us around, buddy.
I can't.
Bring something.
My thing is what's let's continue.
Bring it, dude. I'll make it happy.
Bring it.
I'll make it happy.
Okay. What's your thoughts on cremation? Go ahead, make that happy there, buddy. I mean, okay, here's the thing.
Yeah, honestly,
Tina and I are looking at plots, okay?
Okay.
And we have the option of buying two, one for each, conventional burial, or buying one if we're considering cremation. Now, I've looked into this. Nowhere in the Bible does it address cremation. Okay, so it's not in the Bible whatsoever. But here's the thing: some diehard Christians are like, well, God can't resurrect you then. It's like, but wait, we
Listen,
came from
anytime a
we
sentence starts with God can't, I
right.
stop listening to that person.
Right. So here's the thing: God created us from dust or whatever. Okay, ashes to whatever. But in a conventional burial, you decompose.
Right.
He's not gonna resurrect skeletons. I mean, he can create whatever he wants to create. So is creation anti-Christian?
You
Will
you
you
think that you think
still
that
get
like
into
someone that
heaven?
died back in like the 1800s is just going to pop out of the ground as a skeleton when God comes back?
Right. But I mean, but is
I don't I don't think it's anti-Christian.
I
I
mean,
think that
you think it's okay to be cremated and you're still
yeah,
okay.
absolutely. Absolutely. Um I think it's 100% personal preference.
Because Tina's always asking me, "What do you want to do?" I said, "I'm dead. I don't care. Do what you want with my body. Prop it up in the corner of the house. I don't care. Burn me, bury me, throw me in the river, the lake, the ocean. I don't give a shit. I'm dead. What do I care? It's the least of my it's the least of my worries at that point."
Do you remember the old Scrubs episode where JD has one of his little fantasies where he basically pretends to be dead so he can get a hug from Dr. Cox,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's standing there?
Gross. But all right, I was just curious because it's not like the plots are expensive. It's just
Yeah, I
I
don't know, dude.
it's the
Listen, man,
funeral, dude. The
it's
difference
so
between
ridiculous.
being cremated and being buried normal is like $5,000, $6,000 difference. So I don't want to put that. It's just. I mean, you rent a coffin. That's pretty morbid. Rent a coffin, throw me in there for the wake if I have one, and then they, supposedly take me to the crematorium. Oh my God, here's a rabbit hole I wish I never went down. Oh,
Do
okay.
you know who briefly considered opening a crematorium and wanted me
You,
to run it for him?
Chuck.
Mhm. On his
That's
property when he was kind of looking for stuff to do on the property.
that's disgusting. No, no. Well, here's the thing. This guy lives in Kentucky, or I think it's Kentucky. So they have a major, huge crematorium there. So when you burn a body, you have to go get a permit for it. For every body you burn, you have to and it's a simple thing. You just go get your permit, and we're burning, 10 bodies today. I need 10 permits. Okay. Well, he went and checked with the courthouse because that's public record. There's been an uptick in deaths. No new cemeteries being put in anywhere around in the county. Big uptick in deaths. This is the only crematorium. There's been no permits. There's been no permits applied for cremation. So he's like, where the fuck are these people? What's going on with the dead people then? Where are they going? Right? So there's that. This guy's working at a cemetery as a summer job in between jobs, whatever. And they have to move some graves for some reason. I don't know. There's something going on. They had to move some graves. So this guy's helping a guy that's been there for years move the graves. And they get this coffin out of the thing and they pick it up. And the guy's like, it's pretty light, you know? He's like, whatever. He's thought nothing of it. He just kind of blew it off till they moved another one. He's like, this is really light. Doesn't seem like there's anything in these things. So he asks the guy, he's like, why do these seem so light? Is there something I'm missing? And the only thing the guy said was, don't ask questions you're not prepared for the answer for. Or you're not prepared,
What does that even mean?
don't ask questions that,
You don't want the answer to. Yeah.
Right, you don't want the answer to. So what the hell's going on with dead
What?
bodies?
What does that even mean,
That means
dude?
something's going on with there's a thing out that okay, you know when you go to a funeral home and you go to the wakes. So you have the last wake is usually right before the service, right?
Right.
So you go to the wake in the morning, you go to funeral home, you're still lying, you're still awake, and then you're going to take you wherever. If you're going to a church, if you're going to the wherever, the cemetery hall for the service, the funeral home says, okay, everybody needs to step out so we can prepare the body. They lower the head and everything and fold it all up and close and lock the casket. Or do they? Or do those bodies go out the back door of the funeral home and you are given a closed casket?
Where? For what purpose?
Don't know. I don't know. You can't make baby burgers out of it because it's too old.
Dude.
But so, I mean, for what? Where? What? They think that a lot of these.
Oh, it's the wrong one, damn it.
I don't know, but
No. That's what I wanted.
but it's I don't know, but that's so. Here's another thing, which led me down to another rabbit hole.
You need to get a hobby, dude.
Do you know there's no such thing as brain dead?
What do you mean?
When doctors tell you, well,
Dude,
they're brain dead. No. Do they have a heartbeat? Yeah. Then they're not brain dead because the brain's telling the heart to pump. Do you know why they tell you they're brain dead? You want to know
probably
why?
don't want to know, but go ahead.
They tell you they're brain dead, so you're going to pull the plug and donate the organs because to be an organ donor, you still have to be alive. But if they tell you they're brain dead, they take them right away. You sign that organ donation, they whisk them right away into an operating room, get the organs out while they're still alive because that's the only way you can donate organs. So there's technically, and this is a doctor coming out and saying this, there's no such thing as brain dead. If the heart's pumping and they're
Yeah,
being
because something's got to be sending
right,
those signals.
right. If the heart's pumping, if you're brain dead, that means your brain is not working. That means your heart would stop. Everything would stop. You'd be dead. There's no such thing. There's dead and there's alive. There's no such thing as brain dead. They use that term for organ donation. Whoa. Right? When he said that, it's like, holy shit, that makes total sense. Is the heart pumping? Yeah. Well, then how are they brain dead? I was like, holy shit. Right?
You were supposed to bring this episode up.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. So everybody's canceling their organ donation because
Okay.
they don't want, because they're like, what if I have a chance of recovering? But they're gonna declare me something I'm not just to get my organs. And my family's gonna have to go through that when there's a possibility I could have been revived. So if you're not an organ donor, they're not gonna worry about declaring you brain dead and stuff. If you're an organ donor, or if you have someone in the hospital and the doctors come up and ask about organ donation, nope, don't believe in it. Not gonna happen. Then you're not gonna be brain dead. Brain death only happens to organ donors. Oh, no. Right? All right. Well, how's that for happy-go-lucky shit?
That wasn't.
You
That
know
wasn't
what
so
else?
happy, man.
When I keep talking about brain dead, and you know what that reminds me of? Graham Allen and Dan Bongino. Because I think they're brain dead. If
See, now
there
you
is
just gotta make up for last week because you
right,
didn't
if there
mention it
is
all.
brain dead, those two are the kings of brain death. Okay, I'm done. I got my 2 in, 1 for each show. There we go. Yeah, so that's I mean, okay, now I'm gonna throw this back to you to bring it up to the happy. Now that we brought everybody down and just destroyed them all, let's get into something happy and
I don't
happy,
I
joy,
don't think
joy.
I got anything.
You don't got anything or nothing happy?
Definitely nothing happy.
Wow. All right. So what do you think
I
about
don't
this
think, really.
California election stuff? Did you see they're trying to cheat again?
How this
California's
time?
the California has come out and said it's going to take 2 weeks to count over 100,000 votes. 2 weeks. Because Spencer Pratt got enough votes to go in a runoff with Karen Bass as mayor of LA. So they need 2 weeks to manufacture and get enough votes illegally to get Spencer Pratt out of this, kick him out. So they're cheating. They're
Yeah.
blatantly cheating. It doesn't take weeks to count over 100,000, 100-some thousand votes. So, and they're doing it. I mean, everybody knows they're cheating or trying to cheat. So, but that's why you try to look for something happy.
I just, I don't trust voting. And
No,
honestly, if
I
I
don't
did,
either.
I don't think there's anyone I wanna vote for.
Did you think about Garth Brooks at all this week?
No, I didn't. Not until I got
Damn.
the notification that my clip had over 100 views, and I looked, and it was the Garth Brooks one.
Damn it. Did Angela?
No, she she actually, after the show ended last week, I went and talked to her. I said, "So you got a new obsession?" She's like, "I don't have time to waste on that." She's like,
Wow.
she's like, "There's too many, like, real murders that I'm hooked on."
He's a real murderer.
I listen, if my wife says he's not, then
She doesn't know. She hasn't looked at the hard, cold evidence.
let's
Well, that was
see.
anticlimactic. I'll just
What
scratch that.
does
I'll just scratch that off. Ask about Garth. I'm just scratching that right off here. That's because you're going to be shocked when he's arrested for a mass murder. All right.
Sherrod Brown leads by 8 points in Ohio as Trump's approval craters in new polls. That's not fun.
Oh, let's talk about that douchebag. Did you
It's
see
not.
Did you see the post he put out on True Social? Because everybody, all these artists are canceling on the 250th concert. They're all, he had a lineup that included Milli Vanilli, which I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if Milli or Vanilli's
Dude,
showing up
only one
because
of them's
one's
still
dead.
alive.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So this guy puts out a post. Oh, Jesus. Let me see if I can find it. He's such a narcissistic
While you're looking
douche.
for that, I got a happy thing.
Oh, it's a happy thing.
Vanilla Ice refuses to quit America's 250th birthday concert despite artist exodus. Go Vanilla Ice.
Do you know why he's saying that? He's like, I'm an artist. I'm not into politics. They want me to perform. I'll perform. He's like, I'd perform for anybody.
He's Vanilla Ice, man. I think calling him an artist is a bit of a
stretch.
stretch.
People like to put him down and mock him, but do you know how rich that dude is?
Yeah, I know.
He made a fortune off of flipping houses and stuff like that. He invested his money very wisely. Let me find this wannabe president here. I'm so over MAGA and Trump and all that shit anymore. Oh God, let's see. Trump's post about the 250th concert event.
Here's a story about Brittany Griner nobody cares about because, you know, five people watch the WNBA.
Brittany Griner's a dude. Okay. Here. Hold on. Okay. I understand artists. This is from Trump posting. I understand artists are getting the yips having to do with their performances. So I'm thinking about bringing the number one attraction anywhere in the world, the man who gets much larger audiences than Elvis in his prime, and the man who some say is the greatest president in history, Donald J. Trump, to take the place of these highly paid third rate artists. This is what he posted about himself. The
Yeah.
greatest, a larger audience than Elvis in his prime. He wishes. Elvis in his prime would
Yeah.
crush him. Now that's a narcissistic douchebag right there. You know, he wants to turn this into a Trump speech. Really, dude? You're not, you have a 30, do you know he has a 37% approval rating right now?
Is it that high?
Dude, that's bad. That's like
No,
Joe
I know it
Biden.
is.
That's Joe
I know.
Biden bad.
Yeah.
All because of this Iran war that he let
Hey.
that he,
Hey. Hey.
it's a saying.
Watch yourself.
They got us into it.
Hey, here's the headline that surprises no one. Mamdani wants New Yorkers to hate success.
It's Robert De Niro helped get that guy elected, and Robert De Niro is crying right now about the amount of taxes that he has to pay in New York now.
Dude, what? Like, all right, listen.
I don't feel sorry for him at all.
Listen. How do these people think free stuff comes into existence?
You know, nothing's free, dude. The only thing that's free is my advice, and you get what
Free
you pay
just
for.
means somebody else paid for it.
Yep, I know.
If you get something for free, somebody else paid for it.
I know.
Even if you like say you sign up for a contest for something, right? You win that contest and you get a free thing. Technically, the company that donated that thing paid for that thing.
Yeah, I know. Look, this goes back to my greatest pet peeve, which is stupid people. And they're abundant, dude. They're abundant. They're it's hard. It's hard to get through a day without encounter unless I just stay home, don't turn on the TV or any podcast or watch any news. I will not run into a stupid person. If
Yeah,
I turn, I mean, if I even open my phone, stupidity just shoots out of the phone screen.
it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
I don't know.
There's like not a single good headline
No, there's not.
on the Fox News page today.
No, there's not. That's what you're looking at, Fox.
Yeah, it's usually where I start, just because they can go either way, and they've usually got some clickbaity stuff that's fun to talk about.
Whoa. You know the old Arby's on Engle Road?
Sure, let's say sure.
Well, someone's seen a big boy sign on the old Arby's on Engle Road.
What?
What? Big boy back? That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. There's got to be something happy. I'm looking.
There's just not.
Nothing happy, huh?
Actually, you know what? Hold on. I had a website back in the day that never failed. Here it is. Let's click on it and let's see what we can get.
Indians are kicking the Yankees' butt, man. I'm sorry. Guardians. It's my ass. It's the Indians.
Critically endangered red-ruffed lemur triplets born at Wild Georgia theme park.
It's read your shirt, dude.
Wisconsin trooper has a new partner, a kitten he saved after it was hurled out of a moving car.
Okay. Nah.
Can't believe this website is failing me. 3 teens win Global Earth Prize for inventing tamarind powder that easily removes microplastics.
All right. Cool.
No vaccine? No problem. Papua New Guinea malaria deaths fall by 92%.
Well, that's good. Okay.
I
What
got
else?
nothing, man. I got nothing.
Man. It's that okay, so it's really that hard to find anything positive in this world today, huh?
It really is.
Wow. That's I don't even know what to say.
Yeah,
Let's see.
it's crazy.
I have my daughter texting me like SOS stuff here. Bro, why do my car vents smell so bad? It's driving me nuts. It smells like stale old milk. Please help. I can't escape it. She's got a dead animal somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Got a Prius.
Something crawled up in the engine bay and died.
Yeah.
Happens.
I should call her. Should
Call
we
her
call
live?
her? Should we call
We
her
could.
live on the podcast?
We did. I mean, we kind of set that precedent last week.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
We are calling Chase, my daughter, to see what stinks in her car. Is that on speaker? Oh, hold on.
Hello?
Hey, hold on. You're on live with me and Tom.
All right, so can somebody tell me why my car vents smell like sour milk?
Aren't you happy that you're live on a podcast with me and Tom?
Yes, but I need the answers to these questions live on air.
It sounds like something climbed into your engine compartment and died.
Yeah, you probably have a dead animal in your engine compartment.
Well, can you get it out?
No, I can't get it out. Don't you have a man there?
What's Zach doing, man?
Can you get it out?
I don't know where it is. It could be anywhere in your engine. That's why you have a man. Yeah, Tom's like, what's Zach doing? I mean,
so if you can't tell where it is, so is he supposed to know where?
No, I mean it's hard to tell. Find out where. Do a Google search and find out where your dude, what am I trying to say? Where your cabin air filter is. Take out your cabin air filter and make sure that it's not something that fell onto your cabin air filter and died. Cabin air filter.
Behind the glove box.
Oh, there you go. Go to behind the glove box, pull out your cabin air filter, make sure there's no dead rat or mouse on it. If there is, you get rid of it, and your sour milk smell goes away. That's Zach's punishment for not leaving work on time today.
Wait, it is some. Keep you updated.
All right, you and our 8 listeners are waiting anxiously.
All right. Thanks for
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, like, subscribe, and comment for an update. All right. See ya. Bye. Well, there we go. That was uplifting. Can I come get it out? Can I come get it out?
Right.
She's engaged. They're going to be married. And she wants me to come check her car out for a dead animal.
Wait, are the Cavs in the finals?
No, dude, basketball. No. They lost.
Is that over?
They
Did
lost. Yeah.
Why is this Google thing coming up?
I've got 25 of
NBA
these.
Finals 2026. Hi, Jesus.
It's Oklahoma, and it's okay. Oklahoma Thunder in let's see, San Antonio, maybe. What is it?
New York Knicks and San Antonio Spurs.
There you go. Yeah, New York Knicks and San Antonio Spurs. The Knicks beat us. They swept us. 4 games. They beat the Cavs to go to the finals. Yeah.
Okay. It's just Google did a Google changes how they rate Google.
Yeah.
And it just looked like it's for the NBA Finals, but it looked like it was saying that Cleveland. I don't know.
Yeah, I wish.
I can't stand pro basketball
Now
more than any other sport.
Oh my God. Here's the thing. Now they're talking about LeBron coming back to the Cavs. Well, they made it deeper into the playoffs than the Lakers did, so he's got to go with the front runners,
He's got to just about be at the point where he signs a retirement contract now.
He's 40 years old.
Yeah.
But he's trying to chase more rings. He thinks he's the greatest player to ever play, and he's not. He's not even close to Michael Jordan. Not even close. This guy had to go to different teams to win his championships. Michael Jordan did it all with the Bulls, dude.
He would have rings for both of his hands if he would have stayed in Cleveland.
Yeah, I know. He's a dumbass. But no, Michael Jordan just never be anybody like Michael Jordan. And LeBron can claim all he wants, but it took him. He's been playing in the league, 40 freaking years. It took him 40 years to do what Michael Jordan did in, 16 years? So, screw you, LeBron. How's that for happy?
That's so happy. Thank you.
God, I hope to God the Cavs don't get him back.
Vegas wins the Stanley Cup again. I'm going to jump off a bridge.
Here she goes. Here is the response from Chase. Confirmed. Bird feathers in my hood. Where is it? I don't effing know. She doesn't know where the bird went. So she's cooking a bird somewhere in her engine.
She's cooking a bird somewhere. That's
funny.
That's fun.
Well, let's end it on a high note because one, it's not my car.
Yeah, exactly.
What did you say?
About what?
I don't know. You said something about some game or something. I don't know.
I said if the Las Vegas Knights win the Stanley Cup again this year, I'm going to jump off a bridge.
Las Vegas is playing for the Stanley Cup?
Again, yeah.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Hockey.
Yeah.
In the middle of the desert. Hockey.
Come on, is that any worse than Florida?
Yes. Because it's the desert. Does Phoenix have a hockey team?
Actually, they do. Phoenix Coyotes.
Seriously?
Did you not know that?
No. In the desert?
Yes.
Where ice is prevalent? The fuck is that?
I love how baffled you are over this.
But it's hockey.
It is. It's hockey.
No
That's
warm
good.
weather state that never goes under 80 degrees should ever have a fucking hockey team. If you don't have snow and ice in the winter where you're freezing your nads off because it's so cold, you should not have a hockey team. No. That should be illegal. That should be almost as illegal as murder.
That's pretty dramatic, dude.
That's just insane, dude. You
Yeah.
know, little kids growing up in Minnesota skating around all winter playing hockey in their backyard frozen pond that they homemade frozen pond, you know,
You
with
saying they can't do that in Vegas?
I mean, I know it gets cold in Vegas in the winter. What, 60, 70? It should
No, it actually does get super cold out there at night, certain times of the year.
at night. What does it
But
get
then
there?
but then the thing is like as soon as the sun comes up, it's blistering hot again.
Right, it's
So,
like 150. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, in the winter. No, no.
150.
No kid that grows up in Phoenix or Vegas dreams of being a hockey player. Because they don't know what the fuck it is.
Well, now they do.
That's just
Now they will.
if Las Vegas wins,
Generations-
if Las Vegas wins the Stanley Cup, then hockey has lost all credibility.
They've
The
won one.
NHL's done. Okay, then the NHL is dead to me.
They've won. I didn't even realize. I didn't realize that they were in it and that it was so far into it. Was that 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Scott had called me and said, "Hey, you want to go to Vegas for a couple of days?" He had to go to this trade show. So I took some time off and me and him just went out to Vegas. We were actually in Vegas the day that they won the Stanley Cup.
Did Vegas celebrate?
They did.
Monday?
It's
Who, all
crazy.
the
They gambled a lot. It was weird.
All the tourists that were there? Oh yeah, Vegas
Basically.
won. Yeah. Okay,
Basically.
people that don't even freaking live there. No, NHL's dead. They're gone. They're done. They lost all credibility. No. That's like NASCAR saying, "Hey, we're going to have a race in the middle of Lake Erie." Doesn't make any sense. You can't drive on water. You can't skate in sand. So there you go.
Do you think that the Kraken is an acceptable team name for a professional sports team?
No.
Thank you.
Why?
Well, that's Seattle's hockey team.
Seattle Kraken?
Kraken. Yeah. Seattle Kraken. Yeah.
Well, most of the people in Seattle are on crack. So
I think once you move beyond being like a high school team, you need to stop using mythical creatures.
Kraken.
Yeah.
They any good? Doesn't sound like they're good.
I think they went to the playoffs.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then Utah,
Wow.
right? So Utah, Salt Lake City's got a team. And for whatever reason, they couldn't come up with a name. So for the first 2 years, I think, they were just the Utah Hockey Club, which I think was a solid name.
Utah Hockey
Well, then-
Club. That's pretty old school. Cool.
Exactly, right?
Right.
Old school. Well, then they decided on a name.
God.
You know what their name is?
Utah Pansies. Uh-huh.
Utah Mammoth.
Utah Mammoth? Utah Mammoth? That doesn't even make sense.
Like the woolly mammoths? Yeah. Utah Mammoths.
Utah Mammoths. Woolly Mammoths. Why? Utah Grizzlies. That was a basketball team, wasn't it? Used to be Utah. Yeah. Now it was a Memphis Grizzlies. I don't know.
It was pretty much universally agreed upon that they should have just stuck with Utah Hockey Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any city should just stick with hockey club because that's cool, old school, like hard ass name, man. Who are you? We're the Utah Hockey Club. F you. We're gonna kick your butts. Kind of like Slapshot kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Now they're the Mammoths, the woolly
Yep.
Mammoths. Maybe
Yep.
maybe they should just change it to
Well, it's not the
Utah.
woolly mammoth. It's just the Utah mammoth.
I
But I
know,
just
but
said
I was
like
just gonna
woolly.
say they should have changed it to Utah woolly Mammoths, so they sound as queer as it really is.
We
Well,
should get an NHL team here and call them like Cleveland Panda Bears or something.
they used to have one, and it just never garnered the
I don't think Cleveland ever had an NHL team.
wasn't it? The Cleveland
No,
Crusaders were never NHL?
no,
You sure?
I don't believe so. I could be wrong. Could be 100% wrong.
Let me see. Let me make sure because could have swore they did. Hold on. Did Cleveland ever have an NHL team? Yes. The Cleveland Barons.
That's not
76.
NHL.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Cleveland had it
76? Okay.
76 to 78. They didn't get the fan
Okay.
support. They didn't get the fan support. I remember that.
I think we could support an NHL team now.
Now we probably could, yeah. But back then we couldn't. I remember that because it was the Barons came in right after the Crusaders. The Cleveland Crusaders were the minor league hockey team. And I remember Jerry Cheevers and John Whidden, the players going to see the Crusaders. Then they left or whatever, and the Barons came in. And then they disappeared right away. And that explains it. The 2 years they were an NHL team. And man, that's really sad that an NHL team only lasted 2 years.
Following the 1977-78 season, the Barons merged with the Minnesota North Stars, now the Dallas Stars.
Ah,
The only franchise merger in NHL history.
interesting. Wow.
Interesting.
Well, that sucked for Cleveland.
Yeah.
Damn. Huh.
Yeah, we should get an NHL team here. That'd be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I don't think they will now that Columbus has a team.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't think they will.
Yeah.
I just don't think
honestly, I like having the monsters there because it's cheaper. It's cheaper to go, and the production value is still just as good.
Yeah,
And the game, I think the games are like just as good as NHL games as far as entertainment value.
yeah. It is. It's affordable. It's affordable. Somewhere you could take the family, because once you get an NHL team here, nope. It'd be on the line of. I mean, you can't, dude. I remember going to the old stadium and watching the Indians play and getting a $8 ticket that was upper deck right behind home plate, and you just sit there and you get dollar dogs, and you could, for $20, you could have a couple beers, a bunch of hot dogs, and sit right behind home plate and watch a great, a baseball game, and you could walk up and do this.
Yeah, not anymore.
Because we sucked, but
Not anymore.
hell no. God, $10 he barely pays for a hot dog or two.
Do they still have the beer porch seats? That was a couple years ago.
Dude,
For
I
like,
haven't been down.
$10 or $15, you could get a ticket where you stand on the patio and you get a free beer with your entry.
I'm not sure. I honestly haven't been down to the Jake. I call it the Jake still. Since Progressive Field, since 90s, probably early 2000s, maybe.
Well, I
Well,
went to
2000s. Yeah,
I went to one game
2000s.
last year.
I can't. No, I take that back. When me and Tina went downtown one day, it's like, what do you want to do? It's like, let's go to a baseball game. So we did, and it was at Texas Rangers. I remember that.
And then it blew your life savings and you can't go back again for another 10
No,
years.
actually, it wasn't that bad. We sat in the
Yeah,
sun
I
all
know.
day,
Yeah.
and I mean, this was 15 years ago, maybe, so it's probably a little more affordable. Everything's ridiculously overpriced now, so you really can't, I mean, okay, so one of our favorite restaurants is Moosehead Hoof and Ladder here in Olmsted Township, right?
Yeah.
So every time I go there, I get the fish sandwich, walleye sandwich, All right. And it's on a hoagie, comes with fries, great sandwich. $16. I mean, it's a little expensive, but it's good. So went there a couple weeks ago and they raised their prices big time, dude.
How much?
The sandwich went up to $19, so a $3 raise for the sandwich.
Yeah.
And the one other dish I always looked at ordering went up $4, went
Yeah.
from 17 to 21. I mean, that's pretty hefty price raise, you know, $3
Yeah.
on a $16 sandwich. So our bill went from usually $45 plus tip to $60, 55, because we drinks and stuff. But between me and Tina, we paid over 10, almost $10 in raised prices. And that's crazy, man. That's a hefty raise. It's a shame because I really like that restaurant.
The place I usually get my lunch from in the airport, Chorito Burrito. When I first started going there, which was 6 years ago, when I started working at the airport, beginning of 2020, I could get a bowl with steak or chicken, and it was like $10.
Yeah.
Now it's like, and I mean, that was with my discount, 10% employee discount, right? Airport employee discount. Now it's like $16.
Jesus. I don't understand it because prices haven't gone up. And, since the last time I went there before this, when it was 16 to now that it's 19, prices of, because I shop 2-3 times a week. I look at all the stuff. Prices really haven't gone up. And if they have, it's in significant amounts, not, 5, 10%. What is that? That would be 20% raise, right? Yeah, almost 20%. So prices haven't gone up that much. So why the hell are they raising their prices, that much on each item on the menu? That seems a little crazy. But I don't know. Maybe there's something I just don't know because I don't own a restaurant.
Yeah. Anyways,
We're done.
I think this episode was a flop.
It was. Yes, we had nothing, dude. We couldn't find anything positive either.
I know. I wasn't expecting my movie conversation to go so awful and dark.
Well, at least we know that my daughter found a bird in her car.
Yeah, there's that. There's that. So I will.
She's like, I'm actually gonna. She's like, all right, this is a good way to end it. I'm actually going to throw up. I've been inhaling bird carcass for days. All right, well, there you go.
On that note,
sometimes they just manufacture themselves, dude.
It's great. Like, subscribe, share.
Yes.
Please.
Do it.
Comment 6 words or more.
Yeah, comment, like, hit the like button. We can't have just one like and all these views. If you view it, like it. Even if you don't like it, lie. Say you like it.
Even if you don't like it, it's just polite.
It is polite. And share it. Share it with your friends because they can see how ridiculous
they can see how bad we are.
Yeah, this was a bad episode. Sorry. We
That's
said nothing good.
Hey, you know what? Everybody has a bad episode from time to time.
Yeah. Still entertaining though. You learned all about how movies are cursed and stuff.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
So have fun with that.
All right.
We will see everybody next week.
Next time.
See ya.